off and running on Sunday night. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome, July 12th. Getting into the heat of summer, and boy, it has been hot, hot, hot. How y'all doing? Good to see you. See, we got a few people already coming in. We'll give it a little time. I don't have my headphones on. I took them off. It's too hot to wear them. If you can't hear me, you say something, and I'll fix it. Got Jeffro in already. Yes. Melissa Jennifer Jones. Hi, doll. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in. Yeah, I've got a ton of these things, man. I got more T-shirts than I know what to do with. More T-shirts than I know what to do with. So how's everybody's week go? We have a good week. I didn't get a lot planned for tonight. I got a few things that I want to talk about, but we can talk about anything from the weather to your week to this, that, and the other. Hi, Sherry Keller. Good to see you. I see it there. I try to get these up. Sometimes I miss them, but, you know, it gets a little crowded. Yes. Let's see if I remember right. Sherry Keller, you're up between Cheyenne and Casper, Wyoming. You're out west there. You get that cold weather. You're like Melissa Jennifer Jones. She likes to be out there out west where that snow comes blowing in. Oh, but anyway, I don't know if we'll have a big crowd tonight or not. Usually the week after a holiday weekend is kind of slow here today on YouTube. YouTube's slow. It's all slow. It's summertime. Still having them wildfires. We had our share of them in March and April down here. We haven't had any in a while, thank goodness. We've been getting a lot of rain though. But March and April was bad down here. They was really trying to put them down there. You know, the haze of smoke around here for a long time. Hope they get them out up there. You got a lot bigger trees up in that area than we do here. Let's get a buzz. Get going. Wildfires and droughts. Yeah, you guys are getting some pretty warm weather out there. I've seen a lot of it out west, even like Idaho. And, my son's in South Dakota, and he said it's really hot up there. I mean, you know, it's hot here, but you get kind of used to it, the heat, excuse me, in the summertime. It gets pretty hot here. Pretty hot. Oh, okay. I don't see many more people coming in. Like I said, it'd probably be a slow night in here. 100 degrees. Holy cow. South of Pueblo still burning 2 weeks from now. Yeah, man, that's a drag. Them things are just really hard to contain. And especially the way the wind blows out that way. You know, my geography is not real good on Colorado. Trying to think Pueblo, exactly where it's at. I've been to 3 or 4 cities in Colorado. That was years ago, though. So I don't really remember. Well, we're small but mighty. We'll see if some more people come in. Let's get started. I tell you what. Let's start with this right here. What song does it for you that makes your foot go a little farther down to the floorboard while you're driving? I tell you, the song that always used to get to me was Born to Be Wild. That song would kick off and it just seemed like it always make you want to drive a little faster. Hey, Beer, what's up? I can't drive 55. That's a good one. Bob Seger, Yeah, I'd say Rock and Roll Never Forgets. That was a good one. I always like that. You know, one of my favorite Seeger songs was the one called Main Street. Remember that one? Down on Main Street. God, he sang that song so good. Oh, speaking of that, of old songs, I do have a surprise for you a little later on tonight. I dug through some old cassette tapes I had here, and recordings from the 1980s, it wasn't very good, you know. They really wasn't. I just keep them around because for nostalgic reasons. But I had a tape of some original songs that we did back. Remember when I told you I used to play all the time, and we had a cassette. You know, we had tapes out and songs and all this kind of stuff. Well, I took one of them tapes that was terrible. It was a live cut, and I filtered it. I run it through a few things I have here on this one computer. I sent it through AI and had it master it and everything. I'm gonna let you hear. I always told you I played piano back in the '80s, and I didn't do a lot of lead singing. Actually, I was a harmony singer for the group. But I got a song I want you to hear that we did. This song was written and it's going to sound like a 1980s song, so keep that in mind, because this song was written in 1984, and I'm going to play it for you guys later. Bob was responsible for that ticket. There you go. Yeah, I know. I know how it is with that. But yeah, that was a good one. Well, we had oh, I know. I remember. Yes, we lost Bonnie Tyler this week. And I got a few things to say about Bonnie Tyler, that's for sure. Yeah, Born to Be Wild. I got a few things to say about Bonnie Tyler. She took a song, the Heartache song, It's a Heartache. If you listen to that song, it's really not, you just break it down into words and just read the words or something, it's okay. It's all right. The music's not nothing. But she took that song and with her voice turned it into a major hit. Her voice sold that song. There is no doubt in my mind, if anybody else would have sang it, I don't think it would have done as good. That husky sound and voice she had, just like I said, I think she excited you. Just the tone of her voice, the quality of it. Really good. Her real name was Gaynor Sullivan. I believe she was born, it wasn't Ireland. What's a little country just west of England, right there on the coast? I can't think of. I think they call her Welsh. She was Welsh. I'll tell you another singer that was from there too was Noddy Holder of Slade. And he had a gravelly voice, too. I can't think of what. Ireland. Let's see, there's Great Britain, maybe? Is Great Britain a country? I don't know. But Wales, that's it. Thank you, Jennifer. Melissa Jennifer. I appreciate that. That's the one I'm thinking of. And she was there. Now, she had that other hit song, or some other hits. The big one, the album that she did, that had that Total Eclipse of the Heart. Was that was the name of the song? Yeah. I'll tell you a little story about that song that I knew for a fact on this. The writer on that album and for that song and everything, and arranger, was a guy named Jim Steinman. Come on, Doc. You can talk. Steinman, Steinman. And I don't know if that name rings a bell with y'all, but he was also the arranger, writer, and producer on a couple of Meatloaf's albums. The Bad Out of Hell album. You remember that one? I'm sure you remember that. Paradise by the Dashboard Lights, and You Took the Words Right Out of My Mouth. Bad Out of Hell. 2 Out of 3 Ain't Bad, I believe was on there. Them were his two main albums was Bonnie Tyler's and Meatloaf's. Clips of the Heart, yep. Definitely. That was it. But yeah, Jim Steinman wrote a lot of that, put it together. Yeah, beer, there's a lot of things. There's still things I don't know that I find out, and this, that, and the other sometimes. But if you listen to that album of Bonnie Tyler's, and then listen to Meatloaf's and stuff, you get a feel. You know, now Todd Rundgren produced Meatloaf's Bad Out of Hell album, and I think he wrote a little on that too. But Jim Steinman and Meatloaf, Michael Aday, who was Meatloaf, they was good friends. They wrote a lot together. So yeah, Meatloaf was still Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's right, he was in that too. That was one of his first deals, I believe. I don't know. I had a video of Meatloaf. I saw him in St. Louis, but it was kind of after his big run. It was in the late 80s. I seen him. Hey, there you go. Hey, Tommy, how you doing? Yeah, it's still hot out. You know, yesterday morning up here, at 6 o'clock in the morning, it was 84 degrees. God, it was hot. A joke? I don't know. I mean, he was big around here. He had a voice. He had a fantastic voice. But he went over big here. I mean, Bad Out of Hell album was one of the highest ever selling albums. I don't know how many copies it sold. I mean, I can look it up, or somebody can look it up, but it was a pretty big album. Hey, Kenna, how you doing? Good to see you. I love it a lot more than I do the cold, that's for sure. You know that. I don't like cold weather. I'll take the hot over cold any day. And then when it gets cold this winter, it'll be nice and warm down here. But anyway, wish Bonnie Tyler, R.I.P., rest in peace. Great voice, great song. I believe her voice sold that song and made it the big seller it was. Without her, it never would have made it. Oh, goodness. I got some other pictures here. Hey, here's one. See if you know who this is, okay? It's a picture of him with his wife. Anybody know who that is? I'll give you a minute. I think we're running a little slow tonight. Nobody know who that is? His wife's got sleeves of tattoos, too. Jerry McCoy, there you are. Yeah? Anybody remember his name? His wife used to wear a T-shirt They said, "Who in the hell is Elwood Francis?" That's his name, Elwood Francis. He was Billy Gibbons' guitar tech for for ZZ Top for many, many years, and he just had to take over after Dusty. I think I got a picture of Dusty here. Yeah, there's the Dust. Boy, them guys was good for three pieces. Duh, Elwood. Elwood. Yeah. You know what Dusty always said about his bass tone? He said, "My bass tone sounds like a fart in a garbage can." Because he had that big old fat sound, I mean, for just three of them, you had to have something going there. Elwood Francis took his place. Yeah, they're still playing too. I don't know for how much longer, they can. Well, I do know, they are tracking some of the music and the voices. Billy just can't. He's old. He just can't do it all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, his tone. He didn't have the tone of, let's say, a John Entwistle or Barry Oakley, some of them guys. But he just played that big old fat tone, and he played with his fingers. He didn't play with a pick. And they just kept it big. And they even made it bigger, out the front main speakers. I mean, it would woo, woo, woo. Yeah, I think Billy put out an album. I want to say a couple of years ago, maybe. I believe it was pretty much straight blues, but I don't know, and I haven't heard it, so I'd have to look. What do you mean? Who he's playing with now? Yeah. No, I haven't. I haven't kept up with a lot of music here lately. But he had a good band. I know Elwood. He goes back up here. He's from Kentucky originally, and he plays with that band, the Mighty Skullhead. He started that band years ago. They're kind of grunge rock. Yeah, they guitar people they buy guitars like that. Believe it or not, I see them for sale all the time. I never understood that. They called antiqued. Why? I don't know. Billy F. Gibbons band, yeah. Oh, the soul band, yeah. I mean, I know the guy plays all kinds of music. He come out of. I mean, that's. He was playing acid rock and stuff back in the early '60s. He toured with and did gigs with Hendrix. His band it was called the Moving Sidewalks, which I thought was a great band name. They opened for Hendrix on some shows, and there's pictures of that. Yeah. Yeah, they charge money to do that to guitars. Yeah, I like. See, I'm a big fan of the old ZZ Top. I really really like the old ZZ Top, early stuff. Probably all the way up to the Aguayo album, the Goyo album, the one that had "I Thank You" and "Fool for Your Stockings" on it. I can't think of the name of it exactly. But I really dug that album. And of course, Tres Hombres, that was really good. Really a good album. Early ZZ Top was where it was at. For me, anyhow. You know, I mean, the stuff they did later was okay. I mean, it was good. It made them a lot of money, and it kept them out there. But that early blues and rock and roll they played was really something. You know, I was gonna say that, but every time I do, then somebody comes back and always tells me, "Yeah, he said that about this one and that one and everything too." But I read a story, you know, when they played together, that Hendrix said Billy was a great guitarist. That's right, they were. Um, yeah, I forgot about that. God, I haven't seen that movie in umpteen years. I'd like to watch that again too. That was a pretty good movie. Back to the Future. How many parts were there to that Back to the Future? There was quite a few. They played in some other movies too. I can't remember. Three? Okay. I seen I go through Facebook every once in a while just to look around and see what's going on to get or just to see what's up in music. You know, the channels I'm subscribed to. I don't have many friends on there. Um, yeah, it is tough. Michael J. Fox. He's not doing too well. Yep. Yeah, Michael. He's not doing too well. And he was such a bright. I mean, he was seemed like such a bright, happy-go-lucky guy too. Oh, what I was going to say was, and I seen today. And you guys remember the movie American Graffiti? Uh, it was one of George Lucas's, I guess. George Lucas first, one of his first movies had Ronnie Howard in it, Harrison Ford. Um, and remember, they had the little yellow Deuce coupe that was in there that was so fast, and the guy that drove it was John Milner. His name's real name is Paul Lamette, and he was in some other movies and stuff too. Right, Suzanne Summers was in it. Name some more. There's a bunch of them. Cindy Williams was in it. But anyway, I seen on Facebook Paul Lamette's been pretty much in a rehabilitation center. He's got COPD real bad. He just can't hardly breathe. And he's on Facebook a lot, talking and things like that, and I listen to him. Right, Harrison Ford, there's a good one. Mackenzie Phillips, there you go. Yep. Harrison Ford, Mackenzie Phillips, Suzanne Summers. Trying to think. There's some other ones too. There was a lot of people in that movie. Bo Hopkins. And right, she was in that T-Bird. Suzanne Summers was. Bo Hopkins was in it. He was the head guy of the Pharaohs. Richard Dreyfuss. Richard Dreyfuss was in it. He played Cindy Williams' brother. And Charles Martin Smith. And do you remember the part I'm talking about there? About the Pharaohs. Remember that was the group, the gang that kind of captured Richard Dreyfuss there in the movie for a while and drove him around in that what was it, a 49 Ford or whatever, that cut down coupe. And do you remember there was a little short Mexican guy in that played in the movie there? I can't think of his name. There you go. Hey, Hornback. Wolfman Jack was in it. A lot of people. Anyway, that little Mexican guy. Did you ever see a movie? And this is going to be an off-the-wall movie. And it's called Cotton Candy. It's about a kids band growing up and they're putting their band together to play for a talent show and everything. Well, the little Mexican guy that was in the Pharaohs in American Graffiti was the bass player in that group. It's another movie I seen him in. But there was a movie called Cotton Candy. I can't think of who played in it. Wales. Oh, you must be lagging behind a little bit. A whole lot. Wales is right, though. That's where she was from. I know what the issue is, I think, with that. I have of people lagging behind on some of this is I got this running. It'll run on long form videos and vertical stream. And it's on vertical stream too, like cell phone. So if you watch it on your cell phone, it'll come out vertical. And I got it set up for both. I think I might take that off. So even with your phone, you have to watch it on long form. I may have to change that around. But anywho, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, give me just a second, guys. I want to look up and see if that movie. What that guy's name was. I think it was. Wow. Huh. I'll be darned. I'm just sitting here looking at it, and it popped up. It showed it on the movie's on YouTube. It's from 1978, but it's not showing who's in it. No, I guess it was Charles Martin Smith that was in it. That's why I messed up. No, he's in there too. Charles Martin Smith's in it. Ronnie Howard's little brother, Clint, is in it. And what's cool about this, the drummer of this band is a girl. This is funny. It's on the NBC Movie of the Week. Anybody remember that? Well, you did make it, didn't you, Tommy Huxley? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Oh, that's all right. Don't worry about it. That's his name right there, Manuel Padilla. That's him. Did he really? I didn't know that. See, that one almost got by me. These comments are starting to fly past me now. Here, I'll tell you what. Let me get I'll put a link to it up here if anybody wants to watch it. Let me see if I can find out how to do this. I'm not gonna. There's one with the. It's still got the commercials in it too. I'm gonna put that one up. See if I can find it here. Here, if you want to, I'll put it. I'll put it here in the comments. If you ever want to check it out, it's a pretty funny little movie. It's right there it's in the comment section. That's it on YouTube right there. You can click the link in that thing. Save it and watch it sometime. Or just search for Cotton Candy. Yeah, Ronnie Howard directed it. I'll be darned. That's cool. You're unloading from a gig and have me in your ear. All right. I don't know if I want that or not. Yeah, I got to keep an eye out, too, on the weather. We got some really nasty, nasty storms coming in off the Gulf. And I hear thunder rumbling, but these things are supposed to be pretty bad, so I have to kind of watch here. They're not supposed to be here until 9 o'clock my time, which is another. I got 30 minutes, which is just about right. I figured I had enough time. Oh, the movie was filmed in Dallas. I'll be darned. That's cool. I guess I'll put Dusty on break. I've had him up there long enough. The Duster. What other pictures do I got here? Oh, this is a really cool picture. I'm just going to put it up so we can look at it for a minute. That's Dwayne Allman. Quiet time, just sitting on the bank of the river fishing. I thought that was a great picture. I didn't see the video of it. I know Mick Jagger can play guitar. Where'd you send it to? Yeah, Mick Jagger could actually play guitar okay. I mean, he wasn't a bad player. Well, you know, as far as hurricane season, they keep moving, saying, oh, you know, the end of May, the 1st of June now, they're saying it's hurricane season. Hurricane season will start when that Saharan dust that blows across from Africa goes away and water heats up. Usually, you get one every once in a while in June and July, but they'll start in August. And September and October is when they really get bad. You see a lot more of them. Oh, you mean Facebook Messenger? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't check that. I kind of keep that blocked down because it gets so many ads and stuff on it. I'll open it up. I haven't opened it in God knows how long. I usually keep it shut down. I'll check it out tonight after I get done. Yeah. Missing Ronnie Van Zant. Boy, we all miss Ronnie. Yep, his daughter's name's Michelle. That's correct. And you are Michelle Bergman. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to our live stream. I got some good pictures of Ronnie here. I don't have them up. Maybe next week I can get to them. Yeah, Daltrey can play. Them guys can play guitar. Daltrey used to play guitar in the early years of The Who. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll check it out, man. I didn't know they had anything going. Is it an old one or a new one? A new video or an old video? Let me see if I got a. You know, I think I do got a picture. Hang on just a minute of Ronnie. Let me look. I got a since Michelle mentioned it. Let's see if we can get a picture of Ronnie up. I know I got some. Of course I do. I've always got pictures. The camera. Hang on, just give me a second here. There we go. We'll put a picture of Ronnie up. There he is. Well, thank you, Don. I appreciate it. Don Fillinger. Right? Yep. I have to get over and look. I'm blind as a bat. I'm an old blind fart. I'm glad you enjoy him, Don. Thank you. 2013. I'll have to check that out, Hornback. I'll do that tonight after I get done here. I'll go look for it on your channel. Oh, yeah. I got pictures of Ronnie fishing somewhere. You know, I always said that two of Ronnie's main things that he dreamed of, and he got them right before he died, was a 10-pound bass and that 55 pickup. I think his brother Johnny still has the pickup. Cool. I'll check that out. Is that when who was young? Me? I'd never have been young. I was born old. What's that name? I gotta look at it. Latney's Window Cleaning? Hey, that's a cool name. Is that your company or something? You're going deaf. Tell me about it. I've lost everything. Everything above 4K. Everything. It's all gone. Even with headphones. I got flat response headphones that I mix with, and I have to crunch them things in my ears hard just so I can hear up in that range. It's really bad. Oh, speaking of that, I want to play that song for you guys. Okay, I'm going to play a song. Now remember, this is not going to sound... Oh, Laurel Canyon in Hollywood, I'll be darned. What city am I in? I'm just north of Clearwater Beach, Florida. And I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. On the hood of the car. I'd like to see that. I want to do this, though, because thunder's going, and I promised to do this. I'm going to play this song for you. Now, let me explain this song real quick. This song is going to sound not like today's music. This song was written in 1984, and this recording came from 1985, from a live show. Like I said, I've cleaned it up a lot so it don't have that live show ambient sound to it. But I want you guys to hear it. This is a song, I wrote this, me and another guy. This is one of the times that I wrote a song with somebody else. Usually I write by myself, but I wrote this song with somebody else. And this is back when I was playing piano. There's 5 guys in this band, and 2 of them are gone. Two of them passed away. but the guitar player, the drummer, and myself is still alive. Florida is Van Zandt country. It's Skinnerd country. It's all country, man. All them bands. There were some great bands that came out of Florida. Okay, let me get this song and I'm going to play it. Tell me what you guys think. Now remember, this is not going to sound like some new country or new rock and roll or anything. This was the kind of the pop music that we was trying to get into. But this is a song called New Plans. Okay? Here you go. Tell me if you can hear it or not, if I need to turn it up.
Yesterday the future looked as solid as the sun. We were talking about forever like we'd only just begun. And somewhere in the middle all the colors turned to gray. It never crossed my mind that you'd simply walk away. I'm making new plans, I ain't got you no more. I'm making new plans now that you walked out the door. I'm making new plans, this time I'm gonna win. But I'd really love to see you again. We made plans to live our lives together side by side. We drank the wines of happiness, we laughed until we cried. Then last night you came to me with tears on your face. You said you might be back someday, but darling, just in case, I'm making new plans, I ain't got you no more. I'm making new plans now that you walked out the door. I'm making new plans, this time I'm gonna win. But I'd really love to see you again. I'm making new plans, I ain't got you no more. I'm making new plans now that you walked out the door. I'm making new plans, this time I'm gonna win. But I'd really love to see you again.
Yep. And that was it. It was called New Plans. And I had wrote the chorus on the piano and the chords, and the guy singing it, his name was Tommy Fritz, and he wrote the lightning's flashing big time here. I don't know if you can hear it or not. It's thundering. Tommy Fritz wrote a lot of them verses in there. He wrote almost all the second verse and part of the first verse. I just wrote a little bit on the first verse and the chorus of it. And I was playing piano back then and singing all the harmony on the song. Yeah, I thought it was a cool little number. We thought it was, it was one of them songs that we did we thought was really going to make us major stars. But all it did was make us major broke out running the country and stuff. But it was fun. I wouldn't trade it. Tommy's gone. He passed away in 2000 and about 2003, 2004. And then the other guy that was playing, there was a guy playing acoustic guitar there too. His name was Buck. I still got his acoustic guitar around here. He passed away, it'd be 6 years ago this August. Let's see. I'm going to keep trying. It's not getting close yet. I mean, it's out over the Gulf still, but I can see I don't live very far from the Gulf of Mexico. You out of here, Hornbeck? I'll get over and check that video out for you when I get done. I promise. Take care, buddy. Peace. Well, yeah, I like Marcus King. Yeah, I sure do. Great guitar player. He's playing with Paul Riddle and them. They put that band together that's doing a bunch of old Marshall Tucker songs, Toy Caldwell songs. Love him. But anyway, that's it. And then I took the Me and Jenny Lee song that I wrote and got it recorded, and I've got it cut down now. See, I had to cut it down. It was 4 minutes and 15 seconds long, and I had to cut some out of it so I can make it into a video so it's not going to be like over 3 minutes because it just takes so much. Well, it takes time, plus it takes money to do anything, and I'm not real good at it, at any of them AI generating pictures and videos and stuff like that. So it'll probably be a crap session, and it's going to cost me probably $500 or $600 to do this, but I'm gonna try anyway. So I cut it down. That'll make it a little bit easier for me. Yeah, no, I think we'll get the next 15 minutes in, I hope. I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. Let's see if... Molly, you back there? You are? Won't you come out and say hi? I had to look over. Molly's back over there by the window. Molly, why don't you come here and say hi? Here, watch. Here's how I'll get Molly out. Here she comes. Can you see her? Come here, and then I'll get you some. You have to let everybody see you. There's Fat Molly. Look at her. Ain't she a big girl? She's got hair on the bottom of her feet. What? Well, what are you grunting for? You're so fat. Okay, let me put you down. Let me get you something to eat. Careful. Here. There's your treats. She's eating her temptations. Yep, ZZ Top's bass player. That's who it is. You're running way slow of us. I'm going to have to... I got to fix that. That's my problem. Molly Sherry Keller says hi. You sure you don't want to come up here and say hi? She's busy eating. Molly's mouth turns into a food funnel and she just vacuums it up. You know what? It would take me a minute because I don't have it in the... It has to be... Songs are formatted, you know, and to play it through here, I have to have a small download of it, an MP3 format. And I don't have it in MP3. I've only gotten a WAV file. I'd have to change it over. If you want to give me 2 minutes, I can do it. If you guys will hang tight for 2 minutes, and that storm will hold off, and Molly will leave me alone. I'll see if I can do it real quick. Hold on. You guys talk to yourselves for a minute here while I pull this up. Let's see. Import audio. Can you leave video cut? Let's see. Export audio. Hang on. I'm getting there. But, you know, I'm pretty fast at this because I know what I'm doing. what? That son of a gun's trying to put it in a waveform, and I don't want that. I don't want it in wave. I want it in MP3. There. Now, let me put it someplace so I can find it. And we'll be cooking with gas now. That's not what I want. Oh, okay. I see now. Okay. Hang on. I'm getting close. Can you guys hear the thunder coming through the microphone? Now just remember, if I disappear, it's because the power got knocked out. And it happens here frequently. All right, hang on a minute. Hang on. I got to go to here. More music. Let's see. Add music. I got to find it now. Boy, it's really starting to rain here. Open. It's going to do it. It's going to be a little slow, though, to upload. It'll take me just a minute here. Yep, it looks like it did it. All right. Hang on a minute now. Let's see. What did I do here? Where am I at? Well, we're getting a good storm now. Let me get this started because we may not be around here much longer. Yeah, it's really starting to thumb. No, Molly don't get scared as long as she's back here in my room. The other cats do. I got cats all over the place, Sherry. I'm a cat daddy. I got strays that live out on my porch that I feed, and I got 5 cats in my house. But Molly kind of comes back here. She's kind of like queen of the house, you know. She don't like to mess with the other cats. She's the oldest and everything. But no, she's not scared. She's I don't know if you can see her or not. She's sitting back behind me grooming herself. Nah, the camera blurs. All right, let me get this started. This is the short version of Jenny Lee. See, it comes right in there. It comes right in. 400 ponies running under my hood. This was the heat of the summer. 75 looking back. Now what a time to be alive. I had just crossed a river heading into town. With no place to go, I started looking around. When the train at the crossing forced me to wait, it was about that time I met my fate. The first time I saw her, she was leaning back on her front porch swing by the railroad tracks. Her bare feet were moving with the rhythm of the train. I shouted, "Hey, sugar, what's your name?" She walked over real slow, eyed my Z28, then looked down at me with a smile on her face. "Will your car burn rubber?" I said, "Hop in and see." She says, "Well, nice to meet ya. I'm Jenny Lee." So I dumped the clutch, went through all 4 gears, watching smoke from those 60s in that rough black top. I was watching Jenny bounce in her red halter top. One hand around a bottle and one around me, and running out the speaker singing, call me the breeze. Then we came to the end of that old back road, by the bank of the river where the black water flows. Walking hand in hand, moon peeking through the trees, bare feet on the sand, me and Jenny Lee. Well, yeah, there were owls in the cypress and gators below, two hearts racing on the bank where the black water flows. Left our prints in the sand, a burning memory that night on the Swanee. Me and Jenny Lee, me and Jenny Lee, oh, me and Jenny Lee, oh, me and Jenny Lee. And there you have it. That's got the quick intro in the beginning, and it cut out a chorus and a lead break, which cut about almost a minute and 20 seconds off of the song. But I had to do that to get the video and get it cut down right. I'm going to upload it on my other channel, and you can go listen to it whenever you want. Or if you want me to, I'll email it to you, and you can put it on your phone. I got it on my phone. I listen to it on. See, I have to listen to it on cell phones. I have to listen to it on headphones. I have to listen to it on speakers, and try to get it mixed to the point to where it will sound good on anything, because you never know what people's going to listen to it on. First off, Tommy Huxley, thank you so much. You know, we spend a lot of money on animals around here, trying to take care of them and everything. I mean, I've taken care of everything from ducks to sandhill cranes to cats to dogs, and I'm just a big animal. I'm an animal supporter, you know, and we've taken, in the last 3 years, we've taken I think I have to look at the count, but it's 23 cat, or I think it's 24 now. 24 cats, and had them spayed or neutered and got them their shots and their ears clipped and everything. But remember, it don't cost us, in the county I'm in down here in Florida, as long as we take the cat in the trap cage, not a pet carrier, but a trap cage, like you would catch a stray in. And Dr. Doolittle, you crack me up, dude. As long as we take it in, we pay $5 for that, and the county covers the rest of it. So, you know, we've taken, I think, 24 cats over the last 3 years and had them spayed and neutered. We just homed out a little, probably was about 4 weeks old, and somebody brought it to us, and we homed it out. We found somebody that would take it and give it a good home. Somebody that already had a cat. You know, there's a lot of, down here in Florida, there's a lot of single people that love animals and want to take them in and everything. But anyhow, oh, you liked it. Good. Thank you, Sherry Keller. Yeah, it was a Z28. Now, here's the thing. Let me tell you this. Not quite. I don't think my voice is ready for music, for country music radio. It wasn't made for that. The song is a very true story. It really happened. It was me, and I was young. It was in 1975. I didn't own a Camaro at that time. I didn't have a Z28. I actually had a 66 Chevelle. But I could, and the girl's name was not Jenny Lee. I won't mention her name. I'll mention her first name was Barbara. And there's enough songs about Barbara. And so I had to get something that would fit in there with it. And there's a few things I had to change. But that song's true. I wrote it about me and a girl I met. When I told you, I've been coming down to Florida since I was 13 years old. And once I turned 16, I was coming down here in the summertime. Then I started coming down in the winter more, once I started playing music, I could get free time because I wasn't, when I was 18, I was still working a day job. So I had to plan my vacation, what little vacation I got and stuff to go to Florida. But I used to come down here by myself. I drive from St. Louis down to Florida. I'd go driving around through towns and meeting people and stuff like that. And I drove down the street and met a girl. And we had a grand old time for a couple of days. In the song it sounds like one day, but it was actually a couple of days. And she liked my car. What? Oh, the Rum Queen song? Hotel. All right, I'll tell you what. It's getting kind of late, but I since you so sweetly asked me, I will. Let me go through a few more comments here. Yes, I am Dr. Doolittle. And I do little around here. The vocals sound better. Well, you want me to tell you a secret? The first time I played this song for you, I wasn't singing it. That was AI singing it. That was my voice, my real voice singing it. So maybe you just like the sound, the mix of it or whatever, because my voice isn't that good, really. Not at my age. It's shot. The Mr. Catman. All right. Okay. I'll play one more song, and then I got to get out of here, and I'm going to do this for Melissa Jennifer Jones because she is just a sweet little doll and always comes in, and she's always friendly to everybody, and she welcomes everybody in, and you wanted to hear the Rum Queen song. Okay, this is a real Florida song now, and this song is it's true, and there really was a Rum Queen, but I just dreamed about her, and then I found her, and I wrote the song about her, and here you go. This is called Rum Queen.
Dawn this morning, 3 hours after I close my eyes, flying south today to Montego Bay on a big bird up in the sky. I buckle up, close my eyes, see a beach, a diva strutting like a coupe de ville. She's the girl of my dream, a drinking rum queen on a beach somewhere in the grill. About you on a beach on Jamaican sand. You're a real mind bender, a picture to remember out of the brush strokes of Paul Gauguin. There is no looking back now. The rest of this ride's a thrill. To the girl of my dream, a drinking rum queen on a beach somewhere in the grill. Seat, my phone ticking out a steel drum band. Then my ears start popping from the altitude drop and gear down, getting ready to land. I find me a taxi waiting, heading west up and over the hill. To the girl of my dream, a drinking rum queen on a beach somewhere in the grill. Even though I just dream about you on a beach on Jamaican sand. You're a real mind bender, a picture to remember out of the brush strokes of Paul Gauguin. There is no looking back now. The rest of this ride's a thrill. To the girl of my dream, a drinking rum queen on a beach somewhere in the grill. No looking back now. The rest of this ride's a thrill. To the girl of my dream, a drinking rum queen
and there you have it. Melissa Jennifer Jones, that was just for you. Sound like a DJ now. That's what I ought to do. You know, I ought to start my own radio station and just start putting all my songs and I'll just play them. And then somebody will get to hear them. Good Lord. I got it. Let's see. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy them. As long as somebody enjoys them, then they're worth writing. You know, a lot of these songs I had written years ago, and I just took the time to start putting them together and playing them and recording them and mixing them. There's a lot that goes into it, you know. That's why. But I decided to take the time and do it. You know, I'm starting to get to the point. You know, I'm getting older. I can't play like I used to. I can't sing like I used to. And if I want to get them down, I better hurry the hell up before I get too old. So that's what I'm doing now. Well, guys, I'll tell you what. It's been a thrill having you all here, as you always know, with Sunday nights. And we're going to keep going at it and doing our Sundays. And like I said, maybe later on, I gotta see what's going on with the kids and some family and things like that. You know, Sundays sometimes can be a problem, but I just have to see. For right now, it's working really good, and I'm finding the time, and you guys are here, and that makes everything cool. And we had a good time tonight, and we'll have a good time next Sunday night. Thank you all, Tommy Huxley. Thank you for that little donation, and I guarantee you I'll put that to them kitty cats. I'll buy them something, some catnip or something with it, because I got plenty of them to do it. So listen this night. Peace to you all, and we'll end it with a fist bump.